Good morning, everyone. And before I start, I would like to welcome everyone to the Year of the Gorilla, as designated by the United Nations Environmental Program and the Great Apes Survival Partnership. So given my interest, you can tell, besides the original reasons of being excited to be part of Class of 2009, I'm really excited to be part of Class of 2009 now. I was recently asked to fill out a new admission survey. In response to the question, what is your ideal dream job? I stated, living in the middle of the African jungle in a grass hut, studying the hunting behavior, social organization, and mating strategies of the African great apes. Now, before going any farther, let me answer the question of why apes. I have never idolized, nor will ever idolize, Diane Fossey and Jane Goodall, the two very highly popularized female researchers. My interest in apes grew out of a third grade project. A childhood fascination and a pure curiosity, not a popularized image of a researcher. I came to COA interested in animal behavior with an end goal of field research focusing on great apes. My career goals and options have been tried and tested through 3 main internships. My desire and ability to do field research was tested through my experience at COA's very own Alice Eno Research Station on Great Duck Island. There I studied the Leach's storm petrels, fell in love with them, and thrived. Next, my ability to do primate field research took me to Belize at the Wildlife Care Center of Belize. There I collected behavioral data on a group of rehabilitated and released black howler monkeys. It was a very emotional and physical challenge, but I survived and came out with a smile on my face and more motivated than ever. Last, searching for career options took me to Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago as part of the behavioral monitoring team, collecting spatial data on 2 groups of gorillas and 2 groups of chimpanzees. In the picture you see here, the ape on the right is actually Keo. He will be 51 years old this month. He's the oldest chimpanzee in North America. Ask Mr. Hales for a background on him. And the chimpanzee on your left is actually Vicky. All of this led to this, a thesis entitled Ape Research, A History of Methodology. It's an exploration into the history of ape research and the methods used. I categorized current research and compared them as captive and field studies, looking at how the methods have changed over time, focusing on areas such as epidemiology, language and cognition, behavioral and ecological studies, and conservation. I questioned the issues of objectivity and subjectivity in research, where human emotions and popularized images, such as this one with Jane Goodall, take hold. I investigated the relationship between the observer and the observed, the relationship between us and them, that ape-human boundary, and its implications for areas of research, particularly conservation. I concluded by discussing my interests of further research, including the hunting behavior. This is a chimpanzee with a colobus monkey in his mouth. And I apologize that this is very chimpanzee bias. I've worked more with chimpanzees than gorillas, but I'm highly interested in both. The social organization. This isn't Lincoln Park Zoo, that's why there's snow in the picture. There's a female on the right being dominated by a male on the left, and if you can see it, his hair is all erect because he's pretty upset with her. And the mating strategies. It's one of my favorite pictures. On the right is a female in estrus, and on the left is a male with food in his mouth trying to sexually solicit the female on the right who's not paying attention to him. Typical chimpanzee behavior if you've ever watched them. Thus completing my ideal dream job statement. I hope to continue research with one of these topics in graduate school, which I will be applying to this fall, and hopefully attending after a much-needed year of hiatus. By 2011, if I'm lucky, I'll be living my ideal dream job, probably out of a tent instead of a grass hut, studying the African great apes.